You are listening to Tones of the Chaos Bard.
Welcome to Tones of the Chaos Bard. I am DM Dave, and to the left I have...
Henley?
Boudreaux. Roscoe.
And Fenrir.
And we will be playing from the last session and continuing on. Sound good? Or do we want to skip to the future?
Yeah, let's do that one. 5 years
Let's
ahead.
skip to the future.
5 years ahead. Oh, that would be so miserable. What happened? Okay. Last time, the battle is over. Cloth Dez and his men are defeated. But at what cost? Many of those the group came to save have fallen. Lila is unconscious as a beaten Boudreaux attends to her. Fenrir can barely stand from his injuries as Henley makes her way to help support him, and Roscoe clutches his side in pain. However, all eyes are on the newcomer, Ricardo, as he enters the cave. What is he doing here? What has happened at the Hollow? What was Cloth Dez? Let's hope there are answers. So, to kind of give a little recap, who remembers Ricardo?
Me,
Not ice, am I?
the one that's not conscious.
Trying to help our listeners
He is
remember
the
who they are.
opposite of Roscoe and was the one sleeping at the the change of the guard.
He's the guy that likes peach mead.
Yeah. From all the way from episode 1.
And he was,
We last left off him doing a slow clap, entering. That was some good fight there, buddy boy. I didn't know you had it in ya.
What are you doing here?
Well, I heard that there was a Cloth Dez in the area, and I decided to come see if the rumors were true. But it does look like that the rumors were true, that Cloth Dez was not Cloth Dez. I'm glad you were able to find that information out for me. Good work.
Okay, hold on. But what are you doing here? Because last time I talked to you, you were less than useful.
So, also, he is in like a dark red studded leather. Very well kept. With several knives around his hip.
Set the scene.
Set the scene a little
He
bit
looks
better.
nothing like he used to.
No. He's definitely walking in with a different poise. And you've never seen this armor before. Like you said, he was kind of pretty much useless. Well, things kind of came up and I was given orders to come check things out.
Orders from who?
That is irrelevant.
No,
It's pretty relevant.
it's pretty relevant. Considering we were all the ones that just put our lives on the line to take care of this.
Yeah, because many people who knew Cloth Dez knew that you don't mess with him, you don't trifle with him. So it's good to see that he's gone now. That opens up other opportunities for folks like me.
And what is a folk like you?
Well, let's just say that I'm a hired hand.
Okay, well, you can hired hand your way right out of here. We don't really need you.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sorry for intruding. I just wanted to congratulate you on your well-fought battle. You are one that I can see at no cost. You will get the objective done. Doesn't matter who stands in your way. Protecting the Hollow is...
At no cost?
You don't care the cost.
Half of my team is laying on the ground right now, and you think I don't care?
Doesn't look like they're dead. Boudreaux.
I would like to heal her.
Go ahead.
We want our barbarian to go whack him on the head.
He did observe the conversation, assuming he can hear it for a minute, just like a second, and then he was like, "This is what the."
Yeah.
And so then he's healed. Choking.
I am
Sure.
very just... Go ahead. Roll your stuff and then let Lila know what health she's got, and let me know.
Yep. Thanks.
I was disappointed that you weren't able to catch that magic fella, though. But, well, I guess we'll trail him soon enough.
I mean, you could have helped.
Oh no. It wasn't my job to help.
And what exactly was your job except to be a nuisance?
Well, I was here just to clean up the mess if you couldn't handle it, but it seems like you handled it just fine.
And who
Good show.
sent you to clean up the mess?
Why, I said I'd clean up the mess.
I know, but who sent you to clean up the mess?
Well, that's kind of one thing I wanted to bring up. Because of your tenacity in this battle. Because I saw you with Clotes. Or, who was Clotes. Who knows what kind of creature that was. But we could use somebody like you. And your group, of course.
Who is we?
Well, I'm not at liberty to tell you what. But I know that your little ranger friend over there knows a little bit about us. But she needs to be very careful on how loose her lips are. Out of all people, she should know what happens when somebody messes in our business.
Henley pulls out her bow.
He doesn't.
Knocks an arrow.
Okay. He sees you do it, but he just smiles. But those little things can be forgiven if you would like to join.
I'm not joining anything until I have details. You can't just come and say, hey, we want you to join us and not tell us who we are or what it entails.
In due time,
Because that
there's still
sounds
much.
pretty under the radar, pretty not proper, not right, not.
We don't
Well,
want
with-
anything to do with whoever you work for.
Are you sure? You quite know what we're capable of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, actually. If she says we don't, then we're out. We've got our own stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe I'll extend the offer later, but it seems like you guys are kind of busy, kind of regrouping each other, helping each other regroup. So I guess I'll be on my way.
Wait. Did you come from the Hollow?
I did.
Is everyone safe?
Oh, everybody's fine. You don't have to worry about that. And as he's like talking, he's walking across the cavern because he entered from like coming up from the hollow.
He was up in that upper,
Correct. Where the scarecrows were.
the opposite side that we came in, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But he's walking towards where you guys came in. Looks like he's going to leave that direction instead of turning around the direction he came from.
Don't come any closer.
I'm just passing through. There's no need to be hostile, little ranger.
And where are you heading?
Well, my job here is done. Things have been taken care of.
As
So-
you've mentioned multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you heading back into the caves?
Oh, it's a shortcut.
To what?
Well, maybe one day you'll know. But before I go, so he gets to the end.
Can I stand up before he leaves?
I just healed her for 23.
Ooh, wow.
It's a solid hill.
That is a solid hill. Yeah, so as you wake up is when he's coming across, and you see Henley having a bow, an arrow aimed at him. Everything seems tense, and you just see him walking across, and they're having that little conversation.
Okay, how far away from him? Or am I?
He's probably about 30 feet away.
And so at that note, as he's walking towards, because I was kind of on the other side of the chamber.
Right.
As he's walking towards that entrance, I'm kind of matching him, with my glaive in hand and
Okay.
already kind of almost like creating a V where I'm matching his pace and his step so that basically by the time he gets to that door,
Mm-hmm.
I will be there with him.
Gotcha.
Do you want me to come too?
It's up to you.
No, no.
So
Everybody sees what Roscoe's doing.
I help her stand.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so I help her stand up.
Okay.
Are you blocking the door
Not
for him
yet.
to not get out, or just walking with him?
Um,
Henley?
not
you-
yet.
It can be observed like she's trying not to shoot her arrow, but she really wants to.
And so that's really kind of what's triggered Roscoe from going from conversation to almost defensive, is because Roscoe's 100% believer in his team. And so if someone's like, I'm like, no way, girl.
Wow.
Can I shoot a javelin at him?
You could throw a javelin if you'd like.
Great. I want to do that.
Are you disoriented at all, or just like shot right awake? 'Cause
I mean,
helped
after you
up.
help me up and I look around for a minute, I would imagine that they're probably at, like, almost to that doorway by the time that I realize what's going on. So
Correct.
by that time, I feel like I could probably have my senses enough to throw something.
Respect. Yeah.
But it took me that long from you helping me stand up to look around and figure out what was happening.
Yeah.
And I've never liked him.
Dumb. Because you know him, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name again? I'm sorry.
Ricardo.
We called him Ricky.
Ricardo.
Hey, what's up, my dude?
Slicky Ricky.
And this whole time he's kind of he's talking to you, but he's definitely not keeping his back towards any of you as well.
It's a 22.
Okay, that's a hit.
Woohoo! Too bad it doesn't do a whole lot of damage.
Yahoo!
11 damage, and it's piercing.
Okay. So this javelin comes flying at him. He catches it out of the corner of his eye. And you see him do this flip. He grabs it. And he turns and he chucks it right at your feet, Roscoe. Right in front of you. Stopping you in your tracks. He lands and he kind of brushes himself off and he looks at Lila. And he's like, and kind of glances at everybody.
I'm glaring at him hardcore.
Boudreaux's
like
wide-eyed.
seething.
It's like, I would be careful on how you proceed. You guys are all weak. You guys will not be able to handle me.
Can I rage?
You can.
Sweet. Dude, I'm playing the character hardcore right now, okay?
Okay, roll.
She's a hardcore prejudice
I'm,
against this guy.
Roll your random magic thing.
Yes! It's my favorite part. Oh my god, I gotta get the snacks off the board.
As this is happening,
Okay.
I'm going to tell everyone, I'm just going to look around, just tell everyone to stand down and
Nope.
just let them go.
Nope, not gonna do it.
Whether or not she listens, which would not surprise me, but
When one rages. No, one does not simply
Unrage.
unrage. Yeah. I was like, how do you say that?
Once the process is started, you just don't stop it. That was cool. Spin.
And
We went,
you did die like mid battle, kind of, right?
Yeah, so
So it makes sense that you would just get up and be like, well, here we go. I like
Yeah.
that.
How far away, distance-wise, is he from?
So he's probably about 20 feet away from the exit.
And how far away from us?
Were you following?
Yes.
I guess it depends on how close you were following. Were you right next to
'Cause
Roscoe? I
he-
kind of imagine Roscoe's about 15 feet away.
yeah.
I'm probably 10 feet behind him.
Okay, so you're about 25 feet away.
Yeah.
And Lila is probably more about 60, because that's kind of the max of your javelin throw, right?
it's 120.
120 for disadvantage.
Oh, at disadvantage, yeah. Yeah.
So it's 60, or I guess 61 to 120 would be disadvantage. So yeah, he's within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
So it doesn't impose disadvantage.
I got an 8
Okay.
on my wild table, which is, it says a bolt of lightning shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see must succeed on a constitution saving throw or take a 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Okay. He rolled a 14. Or got it to 14 plus all his things, modifiers.
It's a 15. They had to beat. It was
Okay.
a 15, so.
So what was it again?
So he takes 1d6 radiant damage and is blinded until the start of my next turn.
Okay. With that, I guess we'll roll initiative.
I think
Sorry.
so.
I'm really sorry, guys.
Are you, though?
I thought you loved battle. You just missed a whole one. Here we
Yeah,
go
you were just
again.
complaining about missing a whole thing.
It's a different battle.
He was complaining in the post show. Oh yeah, how do we?
Yeah, guys, I'm trying
Who's
really hard
rolling
not to.
initiative?
I'll roll
Okay.
first.
Oh wait,
Two.
can I?
1.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, your stuff still happens.
Okay.
So at what point in that did you tell us to stand down?
As
As I was
her rage
raging.
happened.
So as you were raged, so it's like stand down, and then all of a sudden you
a bolt of lightning comes out of her
Yeah.
bolt
chest.
of lightning.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There's really not much you can do. What was the damage that he got?
It was 5 damage.
Okay.
And he was blinded.
And he's
blinded
blinded.
now until she takes her turn.
The end of my next turn.
Gotcha. Okay. There's really not much you can do. It's just kind of got taken by surprise. So now it's your turn.
Grapple.
But you see him, he does reach down and grab daggers out.
So is he traveling down the middle of the cavern, or did he take the far wall?
He's
Down.
not like on the wall, but he is
Pretty close to it.
Because
kind
like
of making a wide berth.
okay, because like right now
'Cause
like
you can
we're-
show he's not trusting, so he's keeping that
okay.
distance.
Okay, so like on the left-hand side of so like if I'm looking at a map, on the
Mhm.
left-hand side, that's where like Natlin and her crew were. That's where Clotes fell. That's where
Correct.
Roscoe was. So that's
Correct.
where I was. That's where she was.
Everybody
Henley was
kind
like
of
in
within
the middle
20
of
feet
the
of
room,
each
right?
other. Yeah.
He enters from
Henley
up here.
was next to you when this
Okay,
all started.
so Henley was next to me. So I'm picturing him he's at the top right.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like hugging the wall, but he's just the other entrance is like a straight shot down from where he was at the
Pretty
top,
much.
right? So he's just traveling down this way. I'm over here. Henley and Roscoe are now coming towards him.
Roscoe is 15 feet away from him,
Okay,
and Henley is 25 feet away from him.
okay. And then Lila just woke up. Like she fell in the middle of battle. Now she's woke up in the middle of battle. And
Heard
it's
a little
like,
bit of the discussion,
okay.
raged, lightning bolt through the chest.
Okay. And so as she starts to rage, thinking, I'm assuming, like, in my head, it's like, yeah, we're still in battle here. Like, here's this guy, like, red tunic. She may recognize him as Ricardo, but she just popped back up. Like, hey, we're still in battle here. All of a sudden, Fenrir hears, hey, let him go. And that's where we're at. Is that
Yes.
safe?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's the scene. Good job.
Okay.
And cut.
Thanks, guys. That's it.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm ready now.
This is my sign of
All
ready.
right. So it's your guys' turn. And Lila, you were chosen to be first.
Okay, I'm gonna dash up to him.
Okay. So that puts you right next to him because you were about 60 feet away.
Perfect. And then I don't have any bonus actions left, so that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Henley.
Henley was next. Henley runs up to Roscoe with some rope. I'm like, we need to talk to him and restrain him. He knows something we don't about what we talked about earlier.
Okay, let's go.
So, how do we want to do want to grapple
Yeah, I'll give you
/
advantage.
maybe tie him up?
Yep, I'll give you advantage. On one of you gets advantage.
Roscoe.
Because you're doing the help action is pretty
Yes.
much what you're
And
doing.
that's strength.
Yep.
Strength v strength.
David, I'm gonna do it as a bonus action again at the end of my turn. Can I still do it again?
Do that again.
Yeah. Or because he's already affected? No.
You used technically your bonus action. Yeah.
No, that's
No,
her
that's my
action.
action.
That's
This
her
is a
action.
bonus action.
Oh, that's
I
true.
would say
You're
since
right.
he's still affected, I would say no.
He'd still get the damage from the lightning, though, wouldn't he?
That's more of what?
But I wouldn't count. He wouldn't be able to be blinded because he's still blinded.
That's okay. Can I just roll for
You can roll the
the
damage.
that way it keeps my rage going?
So when he rolls a con save, is that just for the blindness or is that for the damage as well?
Generally, how a blindness spell works is...
Yeah,
Is
it
just
doesn't
blindness.
say.
Yeah.
It just says they have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or no, a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded.
Okay.
So that's up to you.
So he still has to do the con save.
Okay.
That one is a 15.
It meets!
Dice.
Wait, which dice do I use?
The
six?
D20.
20, okay.
That is a 20.
Mine's a 17.
Oh.
Finally! Okay.
Okay.
So no damage to him.
No damage.
Okay. Roscoe, were you going to do the grapple?
Yeah.
With the assistance.
I got an unnatural 20.
Yes.
He's got to do it. And since he's kind of blind, I'm going to give him disadvantage because he doesn't quite know where people are coming. Okay. You guys get him on the ground. You'll have to wait until next turn
To
to
tie
use
him.
an action to tie him up, though. Because your actions were to get him down on the ground.
Mhm. So he's prone and grappled.
He's prone and grappled.
Okay. With 2 people on him.
Yes. Boudreaux.
So Boudreaux just kind of stands and he's like, huh? He's confused.
Okay.
So after hearing Henley say, hey, we need to grapple him, at this point, Fenrir will use his movement to dash. I don't think he'd reach him yet.
Okay.
He's probably going to be, I don't know, 15.
Lila
Yep,
was
I can-
farther behind. You can get to him.
Okay, I'll be able to get to him. Okay.
Yeah, because
Then-
my movement's only 35, so I have to dash to get to him.
Yeah.
So how far am I away from him then?
I was 6.
You were probably more 50 feet away
50
from
feet
him.
away. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will use. I will dash to him,
Okay. So that was your action.
and I will wait for him. Depending on what comes out of his mouth next, I may use my reaction to use some cutting words against him. But it depends on what happens and what he says, and if. Yeah.
Okay. Another dice off. Here we go.
Elsie,
Oh,
This
Elsie.
is a
Elsie,
big
why?
this is
Abby
initiative.
went first.
Oh.
You're the D6.
Oh, to initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I was really confused.
Rolled a 6.
Roll a 6, but mine looks like a 9, so can we just use that?
Roll again. 2.
1.
Seriously. Yes.
No.
All right.
Mine was a 9.
Here we
We should
go.
just go with that.
Okay. Roscoe, does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
As you're kind of grappling him, I imagine that you're trying to hold him down while Henley helped you pin him, but is now trying to wrap the arms. Is that correct? Would that be
Yeah.
a safe assumption?
Sure.
Yeah.
Roscoe, in the squirming, you feel a dagger go right into the side of your chest,
Mm.
and he says, "I would back off. This dagger is loaded with poison. If you want your leader dead, continue."
Is it really bad that I just thought, Boudreaux can neutralize poison?
Okay, if I may though, Boudreaux definitely perks up and starts walking over when available.
Okay.
When available.
He's like, oh, wait, I got this.
He was like, continue.
What do you want me to roll to tie him up? I'm grabbing his hands
Okay.
and tying them up.
Make me a strength check to see if you can pull his hand away.
Would it be athletics or just straight strength?
Just strength v strength.
14.
13.
Okay.
So his hand goes off the dagger.
Mhm.
Roscoe, make me a con save.
Okay. I have a question
Yes.
about me.
Don't you know better than DM Dave does?
And as a halfling, I get advantage on poison saves. So I'm going to
You
roll
sure
at
do.
advantage, which is why, we're going to see here. Hopefully the next one's better than that. It's an 8.
Okay.
That's your higher one?
They both rolled at 4s.
Also, I didn't roll for the damage for the dagger.
Uh-oh.
Roscoe falls over dead.
Which is 5.
Okay.
But with his hand releasing, you feel like this, like, jolt. Not a jolt. You feel like some kind of pressure is pushed inside of you.
Eek.
Okay, Henley, you got his one hand that had the dagger. And you're getting ready to tie him up.
So I have
Correct.
both hands to tie him up?
Well, I imagine him flat on his back, and you're pulling him towards in front because he's sitting on his chest.
Okay, yes, then.
I thought she already had his other hand.
She has one hand.
And she just pulled the other hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just wondering how you're tying him up. With Roscoe on his...
You're right. I imagined him in a different position, but... I have his hands, so he can't do anything.
We'll say you have him above his head.
Okay.
Okay, and you're starting to tie. Lila.
I just wanted to assist with the grapple and tying him up, so I probably would just go down to his feet
Okay,
and tie him up.
perfect.
Do you
Ujo.
know what you need to do next?
Yes, I know what I'm going to do.
Go ahead.
I'm going to be like, let him go.
So I hear poison, and Boudreaux's going to dash towards Roscoe.
Okay, so now you're about 10 feet away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then it's... Oh, Thorin. It's also there. He's kind of just watching things. It seems like you guys have everything under control. Urla's off checking Keth.
Let's roll again.
Okay, let's roll again. 4.
4.
Roll again.
I'm gonna switch dice.
It was upside down, though, so it
4.
was like a...
5.
Ah, there you go. Okay, you guys are up next. So let's go with Roscoe first.
Since I didn't want to do this anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll with what Fenrir said, and I'm gonna kind of step up off to the side, get off of his chest, move off to the side a little bit, and kind of like I'm gonna look at the dagger and play with it a little bit, but I'm a little timid about pulling it out of the wound after said pressure. Like I'm assuming there was some sort of like needle injection thing that just happened to me. So I'm gonna be more investigating that than anything else at this point.
As you're kind of tampering, investigating with it, you take 5 damage of poison.
No, with my stoutness halfling, that doesn't affect the damage I take, right? That just is advantage against it, or
Does he get to re-roll for con save for the poison?
I just don't know, apart from the initial roll, how the halflingness plays into the...
Read me the thing, because it just gives you advantage on saving throws, correct?
You can move... Oh, wrong one. You have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison damage.
Okay, so you would only take
Halvesies.
2 damage.
That's why I was not super concerned about it.
And the poison, does he get to re-roll?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to try and hog tie him with Henley. If
Okay,
she's
he's
cool
tied.
with that. Like hands and feet
Yep.
together. Great.
Hands and feet together,
Yeah,
or
like-
just...
So we
She wants to
tied.
hog.
She tied his arms.
Correct.
I tied his feet.
Correct.
I want to try and get with Henley and tie him together.
Okay. That'll be part of your action.
Yes.
To do that together. Because separately, last turn, feet are tied, hands are tied.
Yes.
So now to move them together, that'll be your
That's fine.
action.
Yeah. Nope. That's fine.
Well, one of your actions will be to put his hands and feet together, and the other person would be to tie it up.
That's fine.
Do we need to like roll for how good we tie the knots or something?
I'm not going to worry about
Okay.
it. He's not fighting back.
Yeah, because he already knows I'm dead.
Boudreaux.
Okay. So then I'm going to jump or walk around or easiest path to Roscoe.
Skip.
I skip. I just don't.
Tra-la-la.
I'm coming, Roscoe. No, so high-pitched voice and everything. Nah, stupid nose. But okay. So I am proficient in medicine.
Okay.
I also have an herbalism kit. What I'm trying to ask is, would I know it's best to pull the knife out, or no? I'd like to pull the knife out and heal him. Is kind of my thoughts. Magically heal.
Just leave a little sliver for the for the poison to come out.
Because, like, poison is kind of like the thing of the lizard folks in my head. I don't know about your head.
Right, we talked about this.
I could also, knowing my medicine / poison, I could just stick my mouth to his wound and try to suck it out.
Ew!
I'll do it. 10 out of 10. Would do again.
So you said you're proficient in herbalism kit
And medicine. Yeah.
and medicine?
Yeah, so my proficiencies.
And are you proficient in a poisoner's kit?
Yes. I also.
Poisoner's tools.
I am.
Okay.
So I just want to know how much that gives me.
I need to know
Yes.
whether you're using your herbalism knowledge or your poison knowledge.
I would feel like poison because I feel like there would be more knowledge knowing, like, if I close this wound, is it going to make it worse? Like, it's the poison that's concerning me, not his wound. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to Tomes of the Chaos Bard mid-show break. I'm your host, Rupert Bumpkin, from the Rocky Talkie Gnome Radio Network. First item of business is the 5-star reviews. Remember that Solemn will give you a shout-out and read your review on Solemn's column. Then he will review your review. It's great fun. Second is the Ko-Fi. This is our Patreon merchandise store. You can purchase keychains, coloring pages, and MP3s of our songs. You can also commission to feed the cast, or write a letter to Dear Boudreaux. If you are interested in becoming a patron, there are 3 tiers, each with varying rewards, including a full post show, DM Dave's deep dives, and coloring activity book with exclusive art. Go to ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard. That is Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard, and help us grow. And last but not least, the biggest way you can help us is share us with your friends and family. That is all, folks. Back to the show.
Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
Okay, so that's a D20.
One
This is
D20.
important. Well, let's see which one do I
Which
want.
one do I like
That one's a
more?
nat 20. That one's a nat 20. Okay, that sucks.
That one's not a nat 20.
Are you already proficient?
Say it again. Medicine.
Yeah. Are you already proficient in medicine?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I add the proficiency and
Correct.
then my bonus.
Yep.
Okay. 14, 15, 16, 17.
You do remember that with poisons, the best thing you can do is trying to get out as fast as you can.
To get the
Poison, trying to get it's removing the dagger, of course, because that's what injected the poison.
Okay.
But then trying to figure out how to get the poison out of the wound
Okay, so then I'm going
would be
to.
his best chance. Because the dagger he used was about 6 inches long. And so that's how far in it went into
That's
him.
like
It went
half my
hill
height.
deep. What was that?
So that's like half my height.
You sure didn't go just like straight through him?
So if he was telling the truth that he had poison in there, that poison is 6 inches deep inside of him.
Yeah.
How would you attempt to get it out?
Okay. I feel like Mama Frizz taught me something.
Okay.
Okay. So let's rewind just a second.
Okay.
I find the easiest path to Roscoe and I freaking tackle him to the
Okay.
ground.
Okay.
And I lay him down, and I'm assuming you're not really fighting me much, but you're very confused. He nods, okay. And Boo just like, you poison?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he rips the dagger out, and then he's gonna open his gourd. And and this is my gourd of endless swamp water. So I would like to try to wash out the wound.
Okay.
Now, I am aware, Elsie is aware, that the water isn't necessarily sanitary for most people, okay? But it can still wash out the poison. Just might get infected or something. Just a note for the DM, side note. I'd like to try to wash it out. And then I want to, look inside his wound. I don't know how much you can do that. And if it's still there, I am going to suck on the wound. Gross.
Yeah, I guess the question would be,
How do you know what poison looks like?
how did, yeah.
Because it's labeled
I
as
feel like
Goose Goes
maybe
poison.
it would,
This is-
depending on the poison, maybe it would bubble, change colors. I could poke it and stick my hand in, and if my hand's like,
Ew!
ow, it's burning, then maybe, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think burning would
You
be
tell
acid.
me what Boudreaux would do. How would he try to identify the poison? Because I'm not going to give you any answers.
I
It's
respect
pretty
that.
simple by the sounds of it. She's going to try and kill me while identifying the poison.
and I need to know, is this just you're dumping the water over the surface wound,
No,
or
no.
are you shoving it inside of
I am
him?
putting it in him and like trying to drain it.
Okay, because you're also plugging the wound with the water.
Nice.
And that is not going to fare well with Boudreaux, with Roscoe.
Oh, jeez.
But like, I feel like I've been taught some things.
Yes.
Poison things happen,
He rolled pretty
Okay.
high.
but also it could be a poison I'm not familiar with.
Right. So this is what, to sum it up,
Yes.
you know better than just to shove your decanter into a wound.
Okay, that's fine.
Washing it out, yes, that's
Okay.
what you need to do.
Cool.
You would know that.
Yes.
Because you would know that trying to shove water into a
Okay.
wound is not
Yeah.
necessarily
Absolutely.
getting it way deep inside. Is
I
not
mean,
good.
I think we might have pictured some different things.
Okay, 'cause
No,
when
I'm
you
not
said
going to intentionally hurt him more than I need to.
Okay.
Okay, there's the answer to that
'Cause
question.
the first thing I thought, I'll save you, uncork the gourd
Yeah!
and shove it into his wound.
And he just like starts ballooning.
That's the first thing. That's why I wanted to clarify. It's just like, hold on. Are
Yeah.
you just dumping water on the wound? Okay, so you're trying to wash it out
Whatever
that way.
washes it out. That's what I
That's
want
what
to
you're
do.
attempting to do.
Yes.
He's cleaning the wound to
Yes.
prep for
Yes. Yes.
healing.
Perfect. We're on the same page now. You're doing your best, to your knowledge of what to do.
Yeah. And I will hold Roscoe down if he like flails or whatever.
Okay,
I will slap him if I have to.
and that's all you're doing right now.
I want to clean the wound out if I have the opportunity, which I don't think I do.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to heal him, but
Okay, as of right now, you've used your action to uncork it, trying to wash it out.
You could use
Imagine
a
you're
bonus
trying to-
action to heal him.
nah. No, I'm cleaning.
So you're focused on cleaning him. Fenrir.
Okay, as he's cleaning the wound, Fenrir knows he's poisoned. So what he is going to do, he's going to go over and heal Roscoe. He is going to use Cure Wounds.
Wait, whoa. Is he ready?
Is what?
Have I cleaned him out enough? I only have
You
6
don't-
seconds.
you
Dude, I don't have a
know
choice.
yet.
Okay, you're
You
right.
don't know yet.
I feel like I would stop you, but I don't really have a chance because I'm so focused.
I'm not going to heal the. I'm not going to put my hand on the wound.
No, that's fine. We're
to
thinking.
close it.
We're thinking too hard. Just
I'm on
heal him,
mine.
man. Just
I'm just
freaking
gonna
heal him,
put-
man.
What I usually do with Cure Wounds is kind of put my hand on him, right?
Just like stick their
Put my
hand.
hand on him, like I don't
Yeah.
imagine him putting it like put my hand on his shoulder,
He's just giving him
And I-
more HP.
and I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So I heal you for. I rolled and I don't remember what I rolled. 7 HP.
Yahtzee.
It's his turn. It's Slicky Ricky's turn.
And he's not going to do anything. Well, since he can't really do anything, we're going to get out of combat. We're going to get out of initiative.
Ooh, can I
Yes.
finally realize who he is? And be like,
Yeah, that's fine.
like, okay, here's how I imagine it. So I woke up, we were in battle, I was raging, so I kind of just like slightly lingered over. I see somebody who's not part of our party, just assume that they're a bad guy and just go after them. Like slightly realized kind of who he is, but not really because I didn't really like him to begin with, so it's not really,
Okay.
you know. And then once we got him hogtied, I look at his face and be like, oh,
Yeah, 'cause
Ricky,
he's
what are you
definitely looks
doing here?
different. Yeah. I like that.
okay. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, oh, Ricky, what are you doing here?
Ricky, huh? I haven't been called that for a while.
Yeah.
I just
What are
came
you
up here-
doing here?
Just came up here to stretch the legs, check out how things are going up here. Looks like you guys got things pretty tied up here.
You're funny.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Roscoe, you take another 1 damage.
So then I'm gonna go look around and be like, so what's going on, guys?
Oh, you know, we're just having a little friendly conversation.
Friendly.
He just shrugs.
Can you shrug?
He can use his shoulders. He's tied up like a calf. You know those rodeos where
Yeah,
they tie him
yeah,
up
yeah,
like a calf? He's kind of just sitting there. But he's pretty calm.
Henley's trying to gather herself. Trying to, she's never had a situation like this, like catching someone who knew about the organization. let alone someone who knew that she knew about the organization. The Hidden Hand. What is your role for the organization you work for?
I'm just here to make sure things run smoothly.
Can I lean over to Henley and go,
What organization? Well, I kind of just like I give her a
Pushes
little
my
bit of
face
a
out of the
hand.
just a second.
You information gatherer? What do you do?
I kind of dabble in everything.
What was your interest in Cloth Des?
Well, when I heard that he was here, I reached out to some contacts and he wasn't supposed to be here. We had lost communication with him quite a while ago, and then suddenly he reappears. So they wanted me to come talk to him.
So Cloth Des, something happened in between there.
Seems like it.
Which part of the hand do you work for?
Now, we are one. As the fingers is part of the hand, and the hand part of the arm, part of the body.
he's the pinky for sure. I'm gonna say that, and then I'm gonna look over at Boudreaux and be like, Boudreaux! I just realized, guys, I'm just coming back to my senses, okay?
And Boudreaux's just still over there trying to do his best to clean out the wound.
Yep.
You're just focused on
100% focus.
3 damage, Roscoe.
The healing isn't doing anything.
No. Healed him whatever Boudreaux or Fenrir did.
Fenrir will now come over. Hey, how do we... Well,
To whom?
As of right now,
do we
Roscoe,
recognize that he's still taking damage?
He's probably looking pale.
roll
Oh,
me a
yeah.
medicine check. And Boudreaux, you can do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
To see if there's any kind of side effects going on yet.
Do I recognize that I'm still taking damage?
You notice that where the poison was injected, it's feeling hot. And it seems to, because you were kind of stabbed in the side, seems to be starting to get really hot in the chest area. Because like the pressure that it went in spread it pretty good. But you are specifically looking for poison things.
Mm-hmm.
You get advantage for your medicine check.
Thank Evans. That's weird.
What?
I rolled a nat 1 and now I rolled a nat 20. Thanks.
So that's a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, and you rolled a 13. Fenrir, you really don't notice anything. But Boudreaux, so you're trying to check for signs, you're trying to look. But it seems that he is getting slightly, just a little bit off color in his face.
Off color, good or bad?
Bad.
If it was good, it would be more of an on color.
Okay, you want to continue the conversation?
Who are you an informant for?
The organization.
How do we stop the poison in Roscoe?
Well, the special little poison that I have, you don't stop.
Wait, Roscoe was poisoned?
Do you have an antidote?
There's no antidote for this. I warned you. He seems quite pleased with himself. I'll tell you what.
Is Roscoe gonna die?
I'll tell you what.
Shh! Roscoe.
There has been rumors of something that could help him, but it's never really been successful, but it has shown signs of easing the process.
Can you talk faster?
Why? We have all day.
Roscoe doesn't.
You know, but it's really hard to talk.
I want to slap him.
Okay, you slap him for...
Are you?
No damage, just to get his
Are
attention.
Is Boudreaux still sitting on me?
Yeah.
Or
Absolutely.
like, how is that happening? Just so I can kind of... Sorry.
I imagine you're still on your side. You're still trying to clean off the wound. You're pouring water on it. Maybe you're trying to scrape inside.
Mm-hmm.
Because you notice that the color change.
Yeah.
You notice...
And maybe I've started to like try to numb him a little bit. Like anything to
Right.
help.
You're digging through your poisoners kit, your herbalisms kit, trying to figure out something. You're pulling out different herbs, maybe laying it on inside.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the herbs and leaves that you have You're kind of stuffing in the wound itself, trying to see if you can absorb whatever's inside.
All of the things I can think of. I feel like I'd be trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Because I can't heal it unless I know. So I don't know if there's a way to do that, but
As of right now, there is no signs of what it could be. Because, eventually poisons show some kind of symptoms and stuff. As of right now, you just see the color, slight change of color just because of your keen eye.
yeah.
Something's going wrong.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut Abby off. So when she's done slapping people, I would like to do something.
So you slap him. And he kind of, his head jerks to the side and he kind of chuckles. Well, my circulation is kind of being cut off, so the blood is just not quite getting to my brain. Maybe if you loosen these up a little bit, it'll help me remember things.
Oh, when he says that, can I look at it and be like, that? None of that connects to your circulation to your brain.
That's exactly what Henley's thinking.
I'm gonna say it out loud and be like, but I am so confused,
Yeah,
by the way,
that's
because I
fine.
just switched characters and everything, so everything's off, and none of that does that.
4 damage, Roscoe.
Brilliant.
All right, Fenrir's
Yeah.
going to go over and he's going to try and cut the...
So as of right now, he has one set of
No, he's
they're
not fine.
50-foot ropes. Right, he's
Together in the middle.
and together. I was just letting him know, how he was going to cut him.
Yeah. I want to cut, because right now both arms are together, legs are together, and then both the arms and the legs are together.
Correct.
So
And I imagine
wanna...
this is all the same rope because it's 50 feet of rope.
Okay,
No, it's
so
2 different ropes.
You have 2 different ropes?
Yeah, she had a rope.
I had a rope.
Okay,
and she had a
so
rope.
what rope was the feet rope the one who tied
Was
everything together?
Lila.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So I want to
There
try
you
to cut the rope that's holding both the arms and the feet together. So the feet and the arms are still going to be tied.
Okay.
They're just not going to be tied to both of them together. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you're cutting. Are you cutting or untying?
He'll run over there with the... he's probably going to cut it because that's going to be quicker.
Okay. So you cut the rope that's tying his legs and arms together, but not the rope that his hands are bound and his feet are bound.
Yes.
Okay. So now he can kind of stretch out.
Yes, trying to, appease him.
Okay.
Right? Hey, we did something for, we helped you type deal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, he stretches out a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Talk.
I can feel the circulation coming back. Whew.
I think Lila and Garotha and Henley both roll their eyes.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Clearer heads are now thinking. So, what was the question again? Refresh my memory.
Henley's like, I really want to slap him again. Poison. Antidote. Now.
Yes, there's a few things that can be done,
To the point, please.
but there's no evidence of success. Now, these elements, these things that you need to get. Peppermint is always a good one
Check.
to have.
Just kidding, I'm sorry.
No, I think I feel like Boudreaux goes, yep.
no,
Boudreaux's not paying attention.
he's not.
That's fair.
That's
And
okay.
there's
Lie
a
and be like, oh,
Plantain you could use. I've heard that holy basil is one. Hypsis. I believe. Oh man.
These are just plain herbs.
You asked for what could help. But I'm having a hard time knowing what the other ones are. And he kind of holds his arms up to
Fenrir. I think at this point, Henley pulls a dagger out and just talk. Now.
Don't stab me!
Okay. So he
Henley
shakes
has
his hands.
A dagger to his neck, though.
Okay. And he's still rubbing his hands and he's kind of eyeing down to his feet. And he starts untying his feet. And he goes, yes. The other 2 ingredients, there was the other ingredients, the candula I believe it's called. Sundews and the white willow. I understand of mixing them in a certain way, ingesting them, putting them on the wound, could help Buddy Roscoe over there.
What was the name of the poison?
The poison, and you see him just slowly stand up.
She has a dagger to his
Right.
neck.
But unless you're going to try and keep him down, he's going to stand up.
She's gonna keep him down.
Okay, so as he tries to stand up, it pokes him in the neck a little bit, and he sits back down. The poison's name is called the Hangman's Noose.
For the listeners, Elsie just smacked the top of her forehead and now is on the ground. Boudreaux now just smacked his forehead and now is on the ground. She knows what that poison is. Dig it?
Just so Elsie knows, Boudreaux does not know this poison.
I know.
You know, it's funny to me, all the things that we've ever talked about, and then I bring up and you're like, huh? This is the one thing you remember?
You're a jerk, David. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay.
all the other
I think with that, we're going to wrap up this episode. Thank you guys listening for so much. Big shout out to D.A. Nichols for writing our songs and music. Check out her TTRPG at drivethroughrpg.com. We'd like to give a shout out also to freesound.org, Realm Walker, Monument Studios, and Tabletop Audio for additional songs and music. I am DM Dave, and to the right I have
Denver.
Roscoe.
Garoth and Lila.
Boudreaux?
And Henley.
And until next time, we unroll the scroll to tell the tale. Bye!
He was at the gate, and he he did something funny. I don't remember what, but he was.
No, I
sleeping.
wasn't. I woke him up and he
some
scratched
peach
his butt.
mead.
Oh yeah, he scratched his butt. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You found it out.
That was the funny thing.
This is... Yeah. we'll just leave it at that.
I'm tired.
I don't know where to go from here.
I'm kind of sick.
The drugs are getting to her.
Too much
We had to
cold
take-
medicine.
We had to take away the cold medicine.
But it tastes so good. No, I'm kidding. No, it doesn't. Guys, please be safe with your medicine. Okay, I am taking mine safely.
Yes, we're teasing her.
Because in real life, you'd want to leave the dagger in.
Yeah, but there's magic.
That's true. We don't. This is not real life. We have magic.
And stick my hand in, and if my hand's like,
Ew!
ow, it's burning, then maybe, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think burning would
You
be
tell
acid.
me what Boudreaux would do. How would he try to identify the poison? Because I'm not going to give you any answers.
I
here.
It's
respect
pretty
that.
simple by the sounds of it. She's going to try and kill me while identifying the poison.
And I need to know, is this just you're dumping the water over the surface wound,
No,
or
no.
are you shoving it inside
I
of
am
him?
putting it in him and like trying to drain it.
Okay, because you're also plugging the wound with the water.
Nice.